But the next one is going to be from Suede, and what was this one called? Whipsnade, which I have no idea what that means or what that is. So I guess we'll find out as we listen. But yeah, so I think I've done a couple of songs from Suede on the channel, and they're really a band that just hasn't really grabbed me quite yet. Like I've enjoyed, I think, just in general what I've heard from them, but just not anything that I've really come back to and said like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this all the time. So kind of waiting for a breakthrough song from these guys, and maybe this will be it. So let's give it a listen. Again, this is Whipsnade by Suede. Here we go. Yeah, I really like this one so far. I like that a lot. It's funny because I was just saying that Suede hadn't really like given me anything to really grab onto and be like, yeah, I love this. And I think this might be the first one. Like I really, really enjoyed that. There was a moment, especially I think in the bridge, where like the guitar kind of came back in. It was very soft, very gentle, and it really like struck a chord with me. I guess pun not intended, but just yeah, it was very, very enjoyable. Let's break it down. I'm actually kind of curious about these lyrics here. So here it says, "We are only young, but we style our future with a cattle gun. We aren't idle rich, so we smile for tomorrow with a bitch of an itch. 'Cause when the firelight shocks like a chop shop pyre, we'll sack the politics for premonition and fire, and we'll move like Nureyev at midnight." The way that this is like rhyme and the way it rhymes and the way it kind of flows, you could almost like rap this out. I feel like as I was reading it, it almost reminded me of like a rap verse, weirdly enough. Coast to coast, side to side shines the light of fine enlightened minds. Coast to coast, we are only young, but we style our future in the shadow of guns. We aren't idle rich, so we smile for tomorrow with a bitch of an itch. 'Cause when the stylized kick of the film star whip cracks down on the millions, cracks the kids on the hips, we'll be moving like Nureyev at night. 'Cause coast to coast, side to side shines the light of fine enlightened minds. Coast to coast, side to side, feel the steel that shines outside the blinds. Coast to coast, side to side, blades engraved with babies' names, while pylons hide the suicide. So I'm getting the sense that this is maybe about war. Just based on like, they're talking that, or maybe just violence in general. I'm not too sure, because it says, but we style our future with a cattle gun. And then here it was, we styled our future in the shadow of guns. So I'm like, is this about war? Or is it about just kind of like a general sense of violence? And then again here, where was it? Feel the steel that shines outside the blinds. Now was it here? Right here. Side to side, blades engraved with babies' names. That's dark, right? I'm wondering if it's about the atrocities of war or something like that. Which is amazing to me, because it is such very just like sort of smooth and beautiful melody throughout the song. So, coast to coast, side to side shines the light of fine enlightened minds. Coast to coast, side to side, feel the steel that shines outside the blinds. Coast to coast, side to side, blades engraved with babies' names, while pylons hide the suicide. Feel the steel that shines outside the blinds, blades engraved with babies' names, while pylons hide the suicide. That's really interesting lyrically, and I feel like it's written in a way that is I wouldn't say that the message is kind of right there front and center. You really have to stop and think about it. And as I stop and think about it, I'm like, is this about war? Is it about atrocity? Like what is it? So pretty interesting lyrically. I always enjoy a song that sort of makes me think lyrically, so this definitely was one of those. I give it 2 thumbs up. As far as the instrumentation goes, I think Glory hit the nail on the head when they said just very smooth, very easy to listen to. Like I said, there was a part there in the bridge where like that guitar really kicked back in, and I was like, yeah, that was nice. It was a very beautiful melody, and so to have such a smooth, chilled out melody with what we got in the lyrics, I thought that was super interesting. You guys know I'm a sucker for poppy songs with dark lyrics, but also something like this where it's sort of like very beautiful and calm, and again very dark, I think, lyrically. So that was really cool to me. I think the vocals really did it for me here. The guitar work was fantastic. I give it 2 big thumbs up, both instrumentally and vocally. And then as far as replay value goes, I'm gonna have to agree with Buff Malibu. Like this is one of those that's gonna go on my playlist. Like this was a really cool song to listen to. It was very chilled out, but really had a neat message in the lyrics. And yeah, I definitely dug this one. Like I said, I'm glad that Suede, I finally heard something from Suede that really grabbed me, because I know that people have been speaking highly of this band, and I get a lot of requests for this band. And so it's a shame that not some of the other songs that haven't grabbed me in the same way, and which now gets me thinking like maybe I should go back and listen to those and see if maybe being in a different mindset now would change those listens. So overall, I got to give it 2 thumbs up. I thought this was a really enjoyable song and a very solid request. So thank you for whoever requested this one, guys. Very solid. Thank you again.